So hello there everybody, and you're very welcome to this St. Patrick's Day special of Star Trek Fleet Command. It's currently 10:43 p.m. St. Patrick's Day. There's an awful lot of drunk people around. I'm hiding inside and doing this live stream with all you beautiful people, so we're going to do a little bit of gameplay, and you can see I have some of my objectives for today down in the bottom. Some fighting and drinking has already been done. So we're going to just do a little bit more of that and see out the rest of this St. Patrick's Day. So I might be joined later on by my buddy Sancho, who he's still downtown hoping to see a few more tractors. He's been watching the parades and he's been out and about. So if he wraps that up and lands in, he may be able to give us a report fresh from the St. Patrick's Day shenanigans in the local town. So I'm going to crack on and do a little bit of gameplay. Feel free to leave a comment if you see anything of interest, and I'll answer as best I can. So these missions mention a bit of a fight. One of the fights I'm going to do in this game is a mission. Is it Manhunt? Nope. Ain't that. Ain't that. Certainly ain't that. Okay, so it's actually one of my combat training missions. There it is. So some nice rewards, a heck of a lot of dilithium there. Some nice speed ups and that. 5 hour speed ups, 10 of them, so that's 50 hours of speed ups. You wouldn't complain about that. Some crash shards, which I don't find them to be that useful, but okay. And those 800 recruit tokens, that'll allow you to do one ultra recruit. So when we have this complete, we'll also do a little bit of recruiting. So just run around and do a few of these bits and pieces first, and I'll pull in some of the miners and get started in that. So there's a gas mining event on at the minute, so I might leave this one out. Actually, pull that one in and send it out for it in a few moments. We'll just call everything back for now. Well, I think Billy, who sent me a message on Discord earlier, spotted some of my miners out over the protected cargo limit. They did survive, thank you very much. There's a couple of pests out in the server at the minute, attacking everything they can see in what is known on our server as the HSS Homsauce Sword Excalibur. 3 alliances. Anybody's been following any of the game footage I've been doing, those 3 alliances formed a pretty tight-knit group in opposition to ROG, who absorbed a bunch of alliances on the server. That seems to have broken down a little bit, and the old alliances have re-emerged, or some of the personalities from those old alliances re-emerged, and in all of the fallout a few people have formed new alliances, and it's safe to say they're causing a fair wee bit of upset and causing quite a disturbance, annoying people's heads, attacking their miners, just generally not leaving people in peace. So it is a war game, that's all part and parcel of it. So we'll see how that turns out. So we're going to wait on these miners to land back, and in the meantime I'll do a little bit of refining. So 280 there. I'm doing a couple of single batches and double batch. Okay, so fair wee bit of a common there. 269 there, so we'll do the same with this. Bit of rare. Okay. And the ore. So we have 477, so I'm going to do 6 of these. Okay, so that's another bit of that done. So we'll send this miner back out. He's equipped for ore at the minute. We'll send him back out to do this gas event now in a little minute. G3 gas mining. I've only scratched the surface with that. I might have a little bit of ore in these dailies left to go. We'll just check that. No, that's all done. Great. So another 30 points on that to get the 4th chest.
Yeah.
And we should be good to go with that. We collect these 3. Okay, so we have 3 minutes for that other ship to arrive home who has the gas miner on it.
Good stuff.
So I'm going to be joined by Sancho very soon. So hopefully he's got his headset ready to go and no distractions around him, music wise or otherwise, and he can tell us all about the fantastic time that he has had on St. Patrick's Day watching the tractors. He's got a wee bit of a thing for tractors, so any of you guys that like your tractors, please feel free to interact there and leave a comment. What type of tractor do you like? New Hollands, or what sort of tractors do you like? Like Massey Ferguson's? What are you into? What's your favourite type of tractor? So Sancho's going to talk to us about that. I think he's here now, so we'll just check. Hello?
Yeah. Just let me see a second, hang on. Don't want to turn the music down completely, like.
Hi there, Slayer. Yeah, I get to refine 3 times. I wasn't aware of that myself as well. It was brought to my attention when I posted a video and somebody gave out about it. So yeah, it's one of the things I suppose that us guys on the founder servers and the early servers, they took it away. They took away the 3rd refine option. They brought it back, and now it turns out that that's not on a par with other servers for some reason. So hopefully it'll bring us all into line, and they won't take ours away. They'll give you the 3rd refine option. Talking to other people, they do have 2 refine options, I believe, when they hit level 26. But given that I have a 3rd option on my server and other people don't, I really can't speak as to what's happening on other servers when it comes to the refining options. I can only demonstrate what I've got here myself. But thanks for tuning in, and feel free to throw out any comments or thoughts that you've got as we go along here. So sorry about that, Sancho. You were going to tell us about some tractors.
No. That's lorries.
Oh, was it the lorries you were into today, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you looking at? Scania lorries?
I don't know. One of them had Miss Piggy on it. They're all shiny and stuff.
What do you mean? What do you mean? One of them had Miss Piggy on it? She was tied to it, like
No.
strapped to it, painted on it.
Painted on it. Pornographic images.
Pornographic
Yeah.
Miss Piggy image on a lorry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That was the parade.
Traumatic.
Not at all, no.
No.
Give me something to think about tonight.
Oh right.
You know. Yeah. Yeah. There was a lorry. There was another lorry. There was a.
Two of them have Miss
4x4.
Piggy on it.
No.
All right.
Just the one. The other lorry just. I don't know if it was part of the parade, but it. I think it was trying to take part in the parade. Don't know if it was actually part of it.
Kind of snuck in there, like
Yeah.
Hmm.
Bit of free advertising, you know.
cheeky.
Now they all seem to do it. Maybe that's what's happened to the parade. Like, it's just loads of people that have just stuck into the parade over time, over years.
Was
So it's not just-
anybody throwing free sweets out the window?
Yeah, they had small people
Throw-
in one of the lorries.
So, like
Hanging out
child
in the
labour, like
windows.
no health and safety. Children hanging out of lorries throwing objects at the general public.
I don't know if they were children; they were just very small people.
Oh, but there was no health and safety being observed. Obviously, if there were
No, they were throwing these lollipops out in the middle of the traffic.
lollipop, if it hit you at speed like that, could hurt. But soft lollipops or hard lollipops?
I think if the children went out into the middle of the road to get the lollipop and get by a car, it'd be worse.
Probably.
That's what was going on.
That's what was going
I've
on.
seen somebody lost a hat today as well.
From trying to get a lollipop.
No, just from the wind.
All right. Was it windy? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit breezy, and they walked past one of the lorries, and a draft blew their hat off, and
Did anybody get a picture of this now? Like, is this going to be in the front of the paper now this week?
I don't know. I took pictures of it with my eyes,
Right.
so I have the pictures. They're all stored in my head.
Will you get them downloaded there to the local media?
Try. And there was a forklift with 3 small people in it as well. In a box.
Again, small people. You can't determine whether these were children or not.
No.
They could have been Oompa Loompas, like.
Yeah.
Right.
Leprechauns, like, you know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
See them all the time, like, over here.
Well, were the leprechauns allowed out today? Were they? I know it's Paddy's Day and all that there, but I thought after last year the leprechauns just like I thought they lost that contract.
No, you see, they had been contained in a box in front of the forklift.
Ah, right. Okay. So this was like shame the leprechaun today because of his carry on last year.
I don't know about that. I think it might have been just a case of we'll take them along because they're causing a bit of a ruckus, like.
It's St. Patrick's Day. We have to see the leprechauns, like.
Well, they wanted to make sure that they were, you know, that they didn't miss it, you know.
Ah, right. Okay. So it was a bit of
them to see it too, like.
A bit of a sympathy thing, like.
Yeah. So.
King Brian out, was he?
Who?
King Brian?
No.
No.
No, I think he's a hangover.
Aye.
Had,
that fucker's a hangover every day.
They had a St. Patrick.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but he was wearing Nike runners, so.
Keep up with the times. Have you tried? Have you tried to climb Crow Patrick lately? Listen,
No.
get along with the times. Like, you know, you ever go up to his house? Like, anybody who's listening has never
Mr.
been to Ireland. You can
Mr.
actually,
Patrick.
you can actually come to Ireland, right, and go and climb this mountain and visit St. Patrick's house. This is a little known fact. Like, you can actually do this, like, right, and you can
His
visit.
first name was Crow.
You can visit his house, right? But the thing about it is, for some reason, people think it's a good idea to climb this mountain in your bare feet, right? Don't ask me why, but people think, right? And I've done this, not in my bare feet now, but I've climbed this mountain, right? And see, when you get about 3/4 of the ways up, it's all shale and loose rock, and it's quite difficult to climb. I can't imagine what it'd be like in your bare feet. So in fairness, St. Patrick knocking about modern day, like a pair of Nike runners would be handy. You know, you can't blame them.
Alright, like, but you know what? I don't know about that, like, because all them wee bits of shale and everything get in. You know the way you get stones in your shoes? That'll be annoying. So.
But you wouldn't be too far away from the house, you see.
I suppose you'd be able to stop halfway up and sit down in the rock and then shake it out then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just seems a better idea than barefoot to me, like.
And they had a guy in a wheelchair as well.
In the parade?
Yeah.
A kind of show, like freak show, like showing off, like, here's a disabled person for you all to go up at.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
This particular...
But I don't know. That's what I seen anyway.
Yeah. Was the fire brigade out?
They were, yeah, but they dealt with it fast, like so.
Right, okay. Right.
So, yeah.
Anything else of note? Was there a whole load of people full of self-importance sitting on the back of a lorry, looking down on everybody?
They were spitting on all the children.
Oh, they were spitting on the children?
Spitting on the kids.
Jeez.
They'd throw the lollipops out. They get small people to throw lollipops out, and then the other people in the back of the lorry would spit on top of the kids then. While they were running out in front of the traffic to get the sweets, you know?
Yeah.
So...
Well, and was this done as kind of like... the plebs get to share, like, the body fluids of these very important people, or...
I don't know what their thinking was, like...
Or was it an insult, you know? Was it like... Before you get run over by a car, I'm just going to insult you?
Oh, they weren't discriminating. They were spitting on the kids who were hit with the cars too. Yeah. Anyway.
So, out of 10, what would you give today's St. Patrick's Day? I know in some parts of the world it's not over yet, like... on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being like the best St. Patrick's Day ever.
They could have had more tractors. I wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it maybe a 7.
7? It's not too bad.
7 or an 8.
Not too bad.
7 or an 8. Yeah, so...
Yeah. I was considering a live stream from the parade today, you know.
Yeah? In your chair, like?
No. Do it on the phone. Go mobile, man. Go mobile, right? But I was considering...
That's what I mean, in your chair.
Right, yeah. We could have put wheels in the chair, I suppose. They could have put me in instead of the guy in the wheelchair. And it might have been more fun, but...
Yeah,
but I was considering it. But then I heard that there was shitloads of people that was streaming the St. Patrick's Day parade live from their social media, and it was like... Oh, I'm afraid it was just... They robbed my idea, like... You're like nothing sacred anymore, like even St. Patrick's Day, like, you know...
Yeah, but it's not guaranteed Irish streaming. It's like I live in the middle of some obscure place like Cork, and I'm streaming. You know what I mean? Not real place, like.
Right.
You know, it's not proper. It's not proper Irish streams, like.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll be back in 1 second.
Cool. Yeah. Yes, I don't know. I wouldn't hold it back. Should be like Finbar down the stairs here. He's constantly at it, boy.
Alright, anybody listening there, you would have heard Sancho going on crazy, though he wasn't talking to nobody. He was talking to me because I was taking a coughing fit.
Yeah.
Because,
I was laughing at him.
Yeah. So, that's a sign maybe that the throat and all is getting better. It's in a bad way there for a couple of days.
Or you've lost a lung.
So, let me get back and see what I'm doing in this game for a second.
Forget about it.
Right, so I've got 2 ships home. I've got 3 ships home, but this one's going back out.
No rows of yet, anyway.
You haven't heard any fighting yet?
No, well, earlier on there was a bit of a, yeah, you pulled my hair, you broke my phone, nah.
Aye, there was a lot of young
But
ones.
there was a bit of that there, yeah. Bit of crack earlier on around the house here and stuff like, but nothing's really happened yet, like, so I'm a bit disappointed.
Okay.
Hopefully, like it's not too late yet, No idea. Drink some water. Drink some water.
Okay, that might be a good idea. Right, I know what I'm doing.
I haven't a clue what I'm at.
Defeat the hostile captain. So I'm going to start a fight in the virtual world
Cool.
because he's hostile. Like,
Level 1.
yeah, but all these bosses are level 1, and they go from really low strengths up to really high strengths. Like, but they're all level 1s. Like, for some reason.
That sounds a bit fucking stupid, like,
Yeah.
You're level 1, like, and it's... Oh, he's got spikes on his ship, yeah?
One of these ships might do the job, but I'll just send them both up just to be safe. He's not a huge strength. He's a battleship, so I'll use the board
He's got
first.
spikes on his ship.
He's got spikes on the ship, yeah, because he's a rough kind of dude.
He thinks he's tough, like.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got some officers and stuff to unlock here in a wee minute. Bit of recruiting to do. I'm going to wait to complete that boss mission there. Have this St. Patrick's Day recruit special to go as well. See what we get out of that. See that? Do you like that, eh?
Yeah, I see that there.
So we'll do a bit of that in a minute.
What does that mean?
At random officer shards and things that they're kind of gifting you as each special. But the thing about that there is you need to use these. This is one of the things I'm going to get into now shortly. You need to use these things up here, these Alliance Gold trophies. So last video I done was just a wee bit on this. You build them up from the different events. I haven't done awfully well on this event. You can see there 50 of them will open one chest, 120 will be 2 chests. I don't know why. It's like, well, I do know why, but they're charging you 20 extra trophies for 2 chests, you know what I mean? Like, and it's 400, like it's 50 gold credits, gold trophies for 1 chest, but it's 400 for 5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. And they're doing that because when I hit that, see the way it says 16 hours on it?
Yeah.
That'll go to 24 hours. I won't be able to open another one for 24 hours, but there's only 16 hours left of this event anyway.
How do you get the tokens for it?
Right, so you get these things from doing the event, which we'll do in a couple of minutes. So that's going to take a wee bit of time going killing stuff. I've moved up into an area that decent enough area for me to do that in my battleship. It's not my strongest ship, but it's a good level of a good number of the level that I need in the system. So it's 51 minutes of that left. I'm hopefully going to get some of that done, and then that'll basically that Battle for Glory solo event, that'll turn into, there'll be another one will spawn basically, and they'll keep going for like 6-7 hours or whatever it is.
Right.
And the rewards you get from them then are, of course, these
Are the level lock kind of like, are they? They can't be a certain
yeah, well, you see, there's what I'll have to do. See, kill a level 26 for 1 point, level 27 for 1 point, 28's give me 2.
Your wee thing, your wee template is over that, your wee today's objectives.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so killing a level 26 will give me 1 point. And then up to level 28 is 2 points, level 29 is 6 points, level 30 plus is 20 points. So I want to be killing level 30 pluses if I go over here to, that's what I'll get for achieving. I'll get 10 Alliance gold trophies and then resources for getting 250 points. So that's essentially 10 kills is going to give me 200 points, 12 give me 240, 13 will give me 260 points. So if I can try and get the 500, I'll get an extra 20 Alliance Gold Trophy points, those extra resources there. So that'll give me 30 Alliance Gold Trophy points in total. Now that won't be enough there on itself to give me the 400 credits needed to open another chest, but it'll bring me close to it. And then when this Battle for Glory daily event respawns again, then I can finish that off, you know.
Yeah.
But I've got 49 minutes, so I want to get cracking at that pretty soon to get them initial rewards. And then there's this gas mining event, which that's a passive thing that'll be going on. But when you get the gold trophies, then that ranks you in here, right? So Rogue Squadron there have 8,429 trophies.
Oh, that's accumulated.
So you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So each trophy will give you a point, basically.
Yeah.
And they're the reward. That's the rewards you get for top spot there, like. Right, but that basically means them recruit tokens, 60 recruit tokens. That's three basic chests, standard chests. Premium recruit is 450. It's 150 open one ounce. That's 3 premium chests, and then it's 800 to open one of the ultras. So that's 3 ultra chests. So that's essentially what that really is giving you there, is 3 of each kind of chest for officer shards and what have you. Right. Now the Alliance credits can be used on ultra tokens as well. So 250 Alliance credits will give you 50 ultra recruit tokens. I think it's 50. Could be 80. But that basically, them Alliance credits can be spent on that, or peace shields, or on relocation tokens, or whatever. But it can also mean, if you're talking about officer shards and opening the officer chest, it can mean a few more of them. If you want to add to your tally on that. That combined there with, for example, what I'm doing now in terms of that mission, that'll give me another ultra recruit chest as well, you know. But if you
how
look,
long is this going for then?
Tomorrow, it's St. Patrick's Day thing. 15 hours, 47 minutes there left, and that you can see. So we're down in rank 4th. Main reason being that our alliance don't figure that the rewards, like the amount of killing you need to do and the amount of repair costs involved, even for top spot, for those kind of rewards, to put in that effort, those rewards are shabby. Now, Scopely have said that they're gonna improve these rewards, so we'll wait and see when that happens, but it hasn't happened for this event. Second place there in that there, that's basically 2 of each, so 2 of the, and 1,500 Alliance credits, so that's 2 creates premium ultra and that you get to open for second place. That's crap for the level of player we're talking about here, like, you know. And then third place is literally one of each with 1,000 alliance credits, you know. So we're ranked in fourth. So what we're getting for this to be even in fourth place, and fourth place actually you can see there, like, that's quite a lot of points that some of these alliances have accrued, you know. So the likes of us in fourth place is sitting on 2,600 points. We're not
so
even.
Them points are accumulated throughout everybody, is it?
Yeah, in your lanes.
Showing me there.
Yeah,
right.
in your lanes, right?
So you need to be flat out at it then, wouldn't you?
Well, it would need to be a team effort to win these things, yeah. But our team are saying, like, for what rewards, for what we're going to spend for those rewards, that's crappy. So we're going to get this anyway, right? But that's not even enough to open one basic chest, one premium chest, and one ultra chest. That's half of what's required for an ultra chest. It's 2/3 of what's required for premium, and you know, and 500 alliance credits. Like, it's shabby. Like, it's just not worth it.
It started today.
Oh no, it's like going on 4 or 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Right, but the Battle for Glory solo event is going on every day, couple times a day, kind of thing. You can be constantly doing this Battle for Glory, but that's where you're going to be spending. I'll show you now in a wee minute when I do this here. That's where you're spending your money, basically spending your on your resources to repair these ships when you've done this. Yeah. Like, so to win that event, essentially for me, let's go back into to win 2,000 points. That'll get me 70 gold trophies. 40 gold trophies, 110, 130, 140 gold trophies I will contribute to the Alliance for winning this event, for completing this every time it happens, right? However, to do that, you're talking probably 2 full repairs on a ship, not to mention the speed ups involved and whatever.
That timer.
A timer, yeah. This event will respawn again.
Yeah.
So you have to get what you get.
You do it, and you have to wait for 44 minutes until it comes up again.
No. It's 44 minutes left where I can get as much as I can get out of this.
And then what happens?
And then the timer will start again. A new Battle for Glory solo event will start. And you can go for it again and accumulate more Alliance trophies, more of these resources and whatever. It's crappy enough. Like, it's all right, but for what you're going to spend, for me to get 2,000 points each time this event respawns. You're talking 2.5 ship repairs. That's, in terms of titanium, that's probably going to cost me about 200,000, 150 to 200,000 titanium. That's not really worth it when what I'm getting, like, I'm getting 50,000 titanium back on that. 25, 75 there. 12, so that's going to do 1 Centurion ship repair for me. So I'm still at a loss in terms of titanium for completing this. Now I'll be up a little bit. Now if I win it, I suppose I'll get 162k. So I haven't been working really hard on this, like, so I might break even in terms of cost. But even at that in terms of titanium, I'm only breaking even. And for what? I'm accumulating. The main thing out of this here is I'll get, like, the power steel's okay, but it's not amazing. Like, it's the Alliance Gold trophies I want to get out of this. So I'm contributing those Alliance Gold trophies to this event that's going on for 5 days, and the more trophies you get, the more your whole Alliance get, the more it ranks you up here. And the
it's more geared, like, you know what I mean, to alliances and whether.
Yeah, but then when you look at the Alliance rewards, they're a bit shit. It looks class because it's like 3,000 of this, 2,500 of this, 450. That looks good, but in reality, that's 2 basic recruits, 3 basic recruits, 3 premium recruits, and 3 ultra recruits. That's really all that is. Which, for all that effort over the course of like 5 days or something.
Are they rare, like the recruits, or are they just?
No. You'll get them through your Alliance credits and shit anyway, like.
Yeah, I don't know. There's see no point in it then.
Exactly. That's why our Alliance is in 4th place.
Yeah. Well, great.
We're going to take on this hostile captain now anyway. We should beat him.
Let's hope we do.
Yeah. Right, that's
I hope we do.
beat him easily, actually.
I hope we do.
Okay, so that's nice rewards there, right? You see from that, I've got an Ultra Recruit token there from completing that. So that's 800 of them. I'll get an Ultra Recruit token. But what I might only get out of that is more of this Crass fella here. Which, he's alright, he's an epic.
You're building him, are you? There's 63 parts out of 95 of that man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kidneys and a couple of arms and
you know, you can see
a couple of toes.
He's actually got a very, very small torso and very, very small legs. That 63% is what you can see in that.
Bits, do you?
Huh?
You have to save up for them bits, like.
No, the 63% of what makes up that guy is all in what you see in that image.
Ah, right, okay.
Right, so below that image, he tapers down into a skinny wee kind of figure, like.
Wee legs.
With tiny wee legs and running around, very top heavy, yeah.
So he's a big giant head at 63%.
Yeah, exactly.
Not 63. What does that work out at? About 60% of his whole body
Yeah,
is his head.
Exactly.
Oh.
And his shoulders, he's got quite big shoulders, like.
Shoulders as well.
But he's got tiny wee hands.
Wee T-Rex arms.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to get these ships home to do this event. And I'll get this minor...
They're all sleeping, them ships. See the Z's, can you not leave them there? I don't know what I'm at. I'm just flying around in a bird in circles here.
What are you playing?
14.
Right.
Yeah. Just doing daily rubbish on it. Daily rubbish.
So I'll be going after these level 30s. When I get this battleship home.
Wait, is that why are you attacking them? Is that to get your resources and stuff? Or
That's
is it...
for that event.
Oh, okay.
They're the best ones. They'll be weak. There's a thing called a battle triangle. Basically, like that's an explorer type ship. So it'll be weak to a battleship and strong to an interceptor. An interceptor will be strong to a battleship, weak to an explorer, and a battleship will be weak to an interceptor, but strong to an explorer. So I'm going to use my battleship on these explorers, which is and extra. The main reason being it's a Klingon battleship. It's a Bortus, so these are Romulan ships. So the Klingons have the edge against the Klingon faction ships. Have the edge against the Romulan factions. The Romulans have the edge against the Federation, and the Federation have the edge against Klingons.
Right.
When you have their faction ships, right? So I have both Romulan and a Klingon faction ship. So I have the option of going in on the Romulans, who are my own faction, or the Federation. So I've done a fair bit of Federation. My faction standing is sitting at 1 million. I don't know why it shows just 1 million flat there from a Romulan reputation, and it shows exactly 1,047,105 for Federation and 1,812,426 for the Klingon, whereas it's just 1 million flat. No matter what happens, it's just this 1M.
Something broken there.
Something broken there. So
that's shocking.
The way I figure it is, I probably have something like, I'd imagine 1.5 million Romulan reputation there in reality. So I figure like I'll bring that down a wee bit.
They don't want to tell you.
Well, I'll improve my Federation and Klingon ever so slightly with this event. At the expense of Romulan, of course, but then I've got a big cushion with the Romulans, so it doesn't really matter, like. And to be honest with you, there seems to be more level 30s that spawn in this system for me than some of the other systems at this level, so it's just handier to get the level 30s. And yeah, but people at other levels will have different levels to kill. It won't all be this level.
Yeah, so nobody's left out, like.
Yeah.
Right.
But so, the amount of rewards that they'll get could be scaled as well, you know.
Aye, well, yeah, I can see that, like.
Right, so I think I'll open these officer chests while I'm waiting. Slayer Avenge, they're saying that he's level 28 and he gets 125k steel and only 8 uncommon gas. So clearly they need to bring the other servers and stuff into balance. Like, there's people looking at some of the videos I've done on YouTube, like, and they can't believe that I get the resources refined that I get, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was just checking that there. I was just kind of. I've got about 12 windows open here, and it's a bit confusing for me.
We'll start off with this standard recruit. So we have 88, so we'll hit 3 in one go here. Okay, 780 officer EXP. That's really what I'm after in these standard recruits now. Like, I suppose, like, leveling up any officers is nice, you know, but yeah, the officer EXP can run a bit low at times, you know. Right, we'll open this St. Patrick's Day one. Shit, I can't yet. I'll do that after I do the farming. Well, I could open a 2 chests, like, but I want to open 5, so I've got another 45 gold trophies to get. These ships will be home in a minute, so I'll do that whenever I've got 45 trophies. Can't open that, we'll open that. Okay.
Right, so you're not actually getting the actual recruit. You're
getting parts of it. It used to be the case that when you'd get, you know, it was very low. I can't even remember properly, but I think it was very low. It wasn't as many shards. It was like, it might be, from what I remember, the first level unlock, I suppose, was like 3 shards, we'd say, right? And the next one might be 5, and the next one might be 10, you know, and this kind of thing. It was very small numbers, and every time you'd open one of them and you get one of them, it would bring you significantly closer to an officer upgrade. And then they changed it, and we were getting all these hundreds of shards, and it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then you realise it takes like way more to get them to the next level, you know.
There's a guy there says Billy. He says that he has to pay. They have to pay less points for the event. He only needs 1600. He's level 28 or something. In the chat.
Let me take a wee look.
Probably different for each server.
Yeah, well, like that could be a level-based thing either. Let me just take a wee look. What he's saying. Right, so Vimet's ready to be upgraded. A Romulan recruit here, and then I'll take a wee look at that. Okay, 1 second. Hi Billy, is that the same Billy that warned me about the envoys being overprotected cargo? What? I'm level 28 and need less points for event. I only need. Oh, good man. Right, so we're in the same server, so it shouldn't. It's not a server thing. Less points for the event. I only need 16.
Level, is it?
It's level based. It's level based. Yeah, it has to be. I'll go and take a look at my event here, thing again now. Right, so we have a half an hour to get a few kills in with this Bortus. Right, so it must be there 1600 points that he needs. So that would indicate that it's harder for lower levels to obtain that. But then they're killing higher level hostiles with higher repair costs, so it might balance itself out, you know. Like that's only one level ahead of me. But at 28 it does change slightly. 26, 27 close enough to each other, but 28 it will. There's a lot different significant researches that'll open up. If I know correct, Billy can confirm it there maybe. That I think it's still level 28 to unlock your 4th dry dock, so that you can have 4 ships on the go at one time, you know. So things significantly change at 28 compared between 26 27, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's saying 4 ships on it.
Yeah.
I'm baiting something up here in the game.
Right, I need to send this ship out to get some gas.
Gas. Don't put that crap near me. Don't. Oi.
I need to put Scotty on that bridge.
I don't know why. I am absolutely brutal at multitasking. I think some part of me's broken or something.
Could very well be.
Apart from the usual parts. What are you at?
I'm going to use both the Centurion and, if I can, and the Bortus, because I'll try and get as much out of this as I can in the time.
You're just right.
I might even kill a couple of level 31s as well, because this new combat training. Not that I'm mad after those rewards like or anything. They can wait.
What the hell is going on around here?
Are you listening to Suicidal?
No, that just popped into my head.
Arby was telling me he was, what do you call your man, Liam, the guy from Prodigy, like, Liam
Howlett.
Him and Scroobius Pip podcast or something.
Yeah.
And he had Liam Howlett on it, and we're talking about how they became good friends with suicidal tendencies and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
And I never knew that, like, but when they came on the scene, like, and I suppose you're going back probably to the Jilted Generation days kind of thing, you know. They would have been on the rock circuit as much as the dance circuit at that stage, you know. Or certainly
a lot of collaborations and
yeah,
stuff like that.
and certainly like the festivals, you know. So it's not surprising, but it's good to hear it, like.
Oh, aye.
Now that Bortus is doing much better than the Centurion, so I'm sending the Centurion home. I'm not going to use it.
You're just right. Pile of rubbish. It smells. Oh! Oh.
What are you up to?
I'm fighting chaos in Final Fantasy 14.
What is that? Is that an instant event, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a notorious monster, you want to call it that, like.
And is it like 11 in the sense that you camp notorious monsters?
No.
No?
It's an instance area, like.
Is this a hunt?
No.
Right.
It's just you queue for it, like.
Right.
You know.
And what? As soon as your place in the queue comes up, you get a chance to fight him?
Yeah, you just go into it then.
Any special items required, or any?
No, well, you have to be certain eye level, like, stuff like that, like, you know.
You don't have to have completed certain content or anything?
Well, you'd probably need certain quests done and stuff too, you know. I couldn't tell you because there's so many of them. What you have to do to get into these places, and because there's always a wee story that goes along with them, and like, you know, that's him done.
How old is that game now?
Actually, Chaos is in Alexander. It's like a series of dungeons, 4 of them. Alphascape, it's called. Oh, it's run by Omega. Omega sets you up basically, and he says you have to fight these creatures, blah blah blah. Prove yourself. And
hello, Billy. Billy's out with his Bortus killing things in the same system.
Oh, he's same, yeah.
I think he actually lived here before I even moved here. I'm not mistaken. I only moved here to do this event because these 30s are handy, like.
So you're out killing Billy's neighbours then?
I'm killing Billy's neighbours, yeah, yeah. How strong was his ship there? Is he gone? There he is.
Only seen him. I've seen him flying away really fast.
297.
He's flying away really fast.
Bit better than mine. Mine's 279.
Yeah. Wow, I am an idiot. I left that fight.
I agree with sorry, I agree with Billy there. The Bortus does work best here, but Slayer Avenge is asking me about being low on titanium and my alliance helping me get it from bases. Unfortunately, on our server at the moment, like if there were bases that had titanium, yeah, my alliance would be helping me get them. Absolutely, no question about that. It wouldn't even be a case of them helping me. It would be a case of me being required to be there if I wanted anything out of it. And if I'm not there, then that's my own tough. There would be no shortage if there were bases that had titanium in it on this server. There would be no shortage of opportunities in the alliance that I'm in to go and assist in a base raid. The problem is that everybody's been raided to death. People have quit the game over it, and it's getting down to the wire now. A lot of people have very little resources. It's what you can farm, it's what you can steal from somebody else, and people are very, very guarded now. Everybody has peace shields up. You know, people fear the death of this server. There's no new blood coming into it.
Sounds like my home.
Yeah. No, it's a sad state of affairs. If you're be a little bit more cynical about the whole thing, you'd be considering that the concerns that people had going back over the last couple of months that this development company want to drive anybody who's played this game for more than 6 months. They want to drive them out of the game because we're an inconvenience in terms of keeping us happy compared to the new punters on all the new players, you know, even though there's a lot of them unhappy as well at the minute, like, and there's already talk on other servers that are new servers like that they're in trouble. So maybe we've done actually pretty well surviving as long as we have, you know. We did have a merge ourselves though, so maybe that helped us, but that's going back a year or so anyway, you know. Sorry, you were saying anyway.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I wasn't saying anything.
No?
I finished saying. No, I was saying things, but yeah, I just can't remember what I was saying. All the words and all. I was just saying words and stuff.
Right.
About things. Yeah, I was talking about this fight that I was in. I think it was. I just left it without actually trying to lot for any of the things. That's what I said to you.
And nothing then will drop automatically to you once you...
Yeah, you have to basically lot on a part.
And if you don't, that's you out with nothing.
That's me, I left it, nothing. I got tomes, which is like credits for it, like, but... no big deal, I could do it again if I wanted to, but sure. I'm not actually bothered at the minute, because at the minute the way this game is like, until the new expansion comes out in summertime, you could sit doing this stuff for about a week and you'll be maxed out, like.
Right.
And then you've nothing to basically gather up for apart from your other jobs if you were doing them. But if you've got 1 or 2 main jobs, you're done. So you'll get people on maybe on a Tuesday when there's a reset. They'll do stuff on a Tuesday, and then it'll be quiet. And then, like, if a new update comes out, like, you know what I mean, for any of the story or anything, there'll be a few people on then. and then after about 2 weeks, it's quiet again. Like
Right.
strange setup. Like
Is it based around them offering new things into the game then, basically?
yeah, definitely. It's like content is so short lived. Like
Yeah.
you know,
And
unless you're going to do savage fights and all this, which I'm not into one bit. I see no point in them. You get maybe a couple of A levels higher in your gear, a bit of shiny, a shiny weapon that proves that you beat this content. But sure, to me, there's too much. It's like
And I need to
did
switch
this wrong.
screens here a second. My game has frozen, I think.
I think it did that earlier, but it didn't. No, it's not. There's a timer up there.
Is it moving again?
Yeah, timer's ticking away there. If you look up at events.
Yeah, but there it is back. No, I couldn't move around the game, around the system like that was in. It's alright. Could be something going on with the PC.
Should get that fixed. You're going to my con men that you usually go to.
Yeah. No, I know a good one.
Con man.
Yeah.
Good con man.
Cut my own throat dibbler.
Oh yeah. Proper way to do it.
Yeah. Seen an interview with John Cleese there a few years ago, and that man's been through some shit, like, but
Yeah.
to see he'd had a book out and all, you see, and like, to see him doing them kind of shows where people are wheeling him out, and they have sufficient respect for him and all that there, which they should, like, but you can see from here he doesn't want to do this shit at all, and he shouldn't have to. Men like that there, like, Jesus, like they should be treated like royalty when they walk into a room,
But he is, but he wouldn't want that either. Like he wouldn't
No.
want that. He couldn't have that around him. Like
Yeah. I don't see too many level 30s. I might have to hit a 31 or something.
I see loads of 31s. Yeah,
Yeah, no 30s though.
you've killed them all.
There's a 30.
How long's the respawn on them things? Like
Very, very, very quickly. They come in from certain parts of the screen. But it's not, once you kill a 30, it's not guaranteed it's going to be a 30 that'll respawn. It could be a 29 or a 31, So it might reach a point where we're sitting here with nothing but 29s and 31s, and you have to go, like, right? Or sorry, 30s and 32s it actually is in this system.
and does any attack you?
No. But if I'm friendly with the Romulans, so I'm seen as on their side, right? So I go into my factions here again, right?
And you kill them.
Right, can you see this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you see Federation, Klingon, enemy.
I
Right.
can't see the bottom part.
Right, well it's the same at the bottom as it is for Federation there, enemy, right? These guys, I go into their space, they will send specific attack ships after me, which won't be these normal ones in the system, it'll be overpowered attack ships, like. That will kick your ass if you don't get out of
These
there.
poor wee people you're killing.
These are just patrol ships. Romulan patrol ships. They'll drop a little bit of titanium in that as well, you see, which is handy. It'll offset the cost. It won't pay for it, but it'll offset it, That's a pretty strong ship, like. Slayer's asking me how I got the Bortus already. So I've been playing this game about 2 years, Slayer. I could have had a Saladin as well. I should have had an Antares faction miner as well. You watch any of my videos on YouTube, you'll see some of the story of all of that. I'll not get into too much of it, but yeah, over time, it used to be easier, in fact, than it is now to get the likes of these ships. They've updated these ships only recently. It looked like they'd made them redundant, but now they've upgraded them to an equivalent strength to the common G3 ships and that. And yeah, I had a Bortus from before. I wasn't planning to use it. I just unlocked it because I had the blueprints. Because back then the factions didn't work as they work now, and it used to be the case where you could build reputation with the factions quite easily and get the blueprints for their ships, unlock them, build them, and so on. There was no level restriction on it like there is now. So yeah, I have a full set of Saladin blueprints that I could have used as well before they changed that, and now I won't be able to build it until I meet the required level.
So no salad bin for you?
No salad bin for me. But that's fine because I'm using the Kera and I'm working on the Kera at the minute, and the Kera is reasonably strong, so I don't mind working on it another bit. They've kind of nerfed it a wee bit, but now I don't actually want to complete this level 31 defeat 3 hostiles because I'm on 3.2 million dilithium. I'm not in need of dilithium at the minute, and that'll bring me up to nearly 4 million dilithium, and that starts making me more of a target for resources. And it's not something I need in my inventory at the minute. If the thing where you could,
you're not squandering gambling and stuff.
I wish like there is supposed to be a marketplace coming in and all sorts of things out there. I can go and spend it on a certain amount of it on research, but it's only going to be like 100 or 200k for research, like, you know. So maybe if I just do it and I don't claim the rewards, something like that.
Here in Hookers. Or is it poker? Poker and Hookers? Yeah, it's poker and Hookers. That's what it was.
There's a few 30s spawning now. That's me done now anyway with that, I think. I'm not going to get the next stage of it done in 8 minutes, I wouldn't think. I'll leave them rewards sit maybe just for a minute. Did you like the intro music? Did you like the Fourth Dimension?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you flat out listened to it there, were you?
Sitting here dancing around, Chris, sitting.
I thought it was appropriate for Paddy's Day, you know.
It was probably played a million times in Paddy's Day back in the old days.
Probably. Yeah, let's see what we got in these chests. Here's an Horizon blueprint. And all of the other G3 ships and G3 parts. That's frozen again for a second. I'll go in here and see what research we can do to spend some of this dilithium. It's asking for more titanium, that, which I'm not keen on. Maybe that. Armor piercing. Here's a pure dilithium one there. I think we're going to go with that maybe. When the R&D department is 28. Thank you, Baz. When the R&D department is 28, I can go for a bonus to the armor in all of my Romulan ships. Which would be my Centurion. Battleship tactics. I'll go 2 days on that. Yeah, the rewards on these ship events and all of that are 5,000 titanium, 500 dilithium to spend 400 ship EXP is not great, like, considering these pop up all the time.
And they'd be good for somebody who's just beginning, wouldn't it?
Maybe somebody's good just beginning, but somebody's just beginning might find it tougher to come across the ship EXP then. I have a little stock of it, like, but okay, I'm going to be back in 2 minutes for the end of that event. If you wanna...
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah, anyway, yeah?
Yeah, I have to go to the laboratory.
Right, well, I'll put this music back on for a second.
To do number wheeze.
Okay, I'll play a wee bit of more of the fourth dimension for a second.
Flare it up.
Can you hear it?
Nope. I can't turn it way up.
Right, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, just about back here, guys.
Just about.
Just about.
My wire was interfering with me mic. Honest to God, this bloody thing, my.
Okay, so you can see there, if you're looking, there's that Battle for Glory solo event. It's actually 8 hours, so there's 3 of them a day. So I'm going to go out and take a rattle at this. I need another. What is it? I need about 15 Lions Gold Trophy points, I think. Yeah, 15, and I'll be able to open 5 chests. So let's see how I get on with that. I'll speed up the repair in this Bortus.
You better.
Yeah.
Complaining. You'll be complaining.
Okay. I'll change this Centurion over to an Envoy and send him out for a little bit of Tritanium. Do I have Kabish available, I wonder? No, he's on ship A. So when that Bortus finishes, he can go on there. There we go. So Barot can go in there. See, I've got the Choki. I've used the Choki, so I have in PvP sense. He's on my Bortus on my station, and he gives an ability of shatter defenses. So as long as the ship's burning, he'll increase the opponent's crew, decrease the opponent's crew by 40%.
Increase their depression.
So if I have a significantly stronger player with significantly stronger officers hitting my Bortus, and he's on a burning crew with Nero,
throw him into the fire.
Nero will 25% chance of burning the ship for 2 rounds every time it hits it. So that if that ability kicks in, all them burning abilities for the Choki should significantly weaken an attacking ship. And then when the Bortus dies, it increases all defense platforms on the station then by 14% or something like that. So it's a nice little setup if you don't really have any resources, but there's a risk that your station could be still hit. It's a nice little setup to do as maximum damage possible to an attacking player. So somebody like me there might be attractive to. I mentioned at the start of the stream about there's a couple of aggressive players, a couple of pests out there now at the minute that's just attacking. They don't seem to be attacking Rog, they seem to be just attacking Hom, Sauce and Sword, you know. And any of them guys there that's unshielded with any small amount of resources that's over their protected amounts could be a justifiable target for them. But to break down the base, you'd want slightly attractive resources. Now all I've really got is dilithium and power steel, right? So it's not that attractive, but it would be attractive enough for them to consider hitting me thinking that they're draining me, you know, thinking that they're doing me damage, when in actual fact what I'm doing is a bit of one of those traps, you know, with them pitcher plants, you know, come in and get the nectar, but you're not getting out without damaging yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So the idea is to keep a little bit of power steel and a little bit of, I probably shouldn't be saying this in the stream, but the chances of these guys watching is slim enough.
Strategies here, you shouldn't.
But the idea would be that there's enough honey in my base for them to want to come and hit me, but I've set up the base so that they'll do as much damage as possible before I'm drained, you know.
Sounds like an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the idea in the Choki. I wouldn't use him other than by 40% he'll decrease, once a ship's burning, he'll decrease their crew. That could
By
be.
playing shite music.
What?
By playing shite music at them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Decrease. It should probably be a morale ability he was put into the game for.
Poisons them.
Decreases the morale of enemy ships, enemy officers.
And school shootings. Oh yeah.
Who are you listening to? Sounds like morning prayers, like.
Dutch Nepal. You're not. You need to turn it down more.
I can't hear it there now. Oh, I
That's
can.
alright.
I can.
Well, don't tell anybody.
Right.
Open breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Okay, back to killing and fighting, and I'm
Yeah.
drinking.
I don't like it.
Technically, I'm drinking, and we're going to do a bit of
Complan.
we're going to do a bit of fighting.
Complan and fighting with a duvet.
Yeah. Yes, there's a ship conveniently coming right towards my base, so we'll have him.
No. Wow, this is boring stuff, but I'll tell you, this game.
You should create an account on this for a laugh.
Not a chance. Not a chance. There's too much hectic, mad stuff going on there. I don't know. I couldn't cope with that stuff. Like,
Yeah. The medication would be pointless, like you'd just be overexcited.
yeah, I would be wasting my money on medication if I was playing that. No point.
What would it take, right, to make
Probably
you
3 or 4 Rohypnol
to make you a customer for
to
this
make me a customer.
for this game, like,
Probably 3 or 4 Rohypnol.
right?
I don't know. They'd have to get rid of that ugly fella that has his eyes all stretched across his face to start with, because he looks like a complete idiot. I couldn't play a game that he was in. It would upset me. I don't know. Like, from what I've seen of it.
Like, I asked the question right in the Q&A about
The Qua.
about why haven't you put the resources into fixing the bugs, but you've put the resources into, you know, bringing real life people like that into the game, like. And the answer basically was along the lines of like, it's attracting new people, new customers basically. It's
Exactly.
attracting new people onto the servers, right? But the problem with that is that there's no new people coming onto our server, so it's not attracting anybody onto our server.
But that's the thing, though. There's no.
And the thing
money
about
to
it
be
is, certainly, when I look at the analytics of the viewers of my YouTube channel, I got to 500 viewers now, or 500 subscribers, and plenty more viewers than that. And when I look at my analytics, and I know they're not necessarily 100%, but when I look at my analytics, it basically says that it's all males between the age of 30 and 50 that are playing this game, right? Now, there are exceptions, of course, but that's your general demographic, right? And putting somebody like that into the game, like, that's then trying to appeal to a younger generation, because most of our generation, that 30 to 50 bracket, you'd say, they're going to laugh at the like of him being brought into the game.
Of course. If they had brought Kenny Loggins into it, it would have been different.
But it's the 30 to 50 bracket that's playing the game, that's attracted to it. They're the ones you'd imagine, it's out of that demographic you'd imagine you'd be trying to get the new customers, like.
Or the women from the Riverdance.
That would work.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers.
Don't know if Kenny Rogers would work.
Conway Twitty.
Don't know if they'd work now.
They would.
Trent Reznor. That would work. Like, even my suggestion, Conor McGregor, that would work.
No, I'd quit the game with him in it.
Some of the guys suggested Sinead O'Connor. You know, Klingon, like, you can see her being a Klingon, couldn't you? Like,
she is a yeah. She is a bit of a Klingon, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything will be going all right, like, you know what I mean. You'll be fine. Everything's okay. It's sunny day, spring. It's good weather. Next thing you see her on TV again. That's it. You know, this is the way it works. You know.
Shane McGowan would be a good one.
Oh, he'd be deadly, like.
You know who reminds me of Shane McGowan for some reason, and very underrated.
Reminds me of him.
very, very underrated. Your man, is it Paul Kay? Is that what you call him?
Paul Kay?
Yeah. Dennis Pennis, wasn't that Paul Kay?
Oh, no. I'm thinking of somebody else. He's actually, what did I see him?
He's a funny man, like.
Oh yeah, he is, like. Did you ever see Saul Gone Pete Tongue?
Yeah.
Brilliant film, like. Him in it, like, brilliant, like. He's in Netflix series there now with Ricky Gervais, like.
Yeah, funny man, boy.
Yeah.
Give me him over Ricky Gervais any day, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame, like, Simon Pegg there as well, another funny guy, like, you know, he's got a good sense of humour and all that there, and Spaced was excellent and all that, and now that he's up there with his buddies in Hollywood and he's doing well and all, you can't blame a man for, if he's going to be put in, like, the Star Trek universe, like, you know, he's going to be Scotty, like, they shouldn't have got, and somewhere inside Pegg, I believe he'd agree with me, that Scotty should be a Scottish man, like fuck me, like, Ewan McGregor would have been better Scotty, you know, like.
Yeah, the Force be with you.
No, that's Star Wars, like, he would have been better in Star Trek than Star Wars when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know. But you know, like, maybe J.J. Abrams was given a vision and he was like, you're gonna do a Star film, and you've got to put Ewan McGregor in it in the key role, and he thought, right, that must be Obi-Wan. I'll get a Scottish man to play an English man's role, you know. Maybe it should have been the other way around. Maybe Simon Pegg should have been Obi-Wan. Like, I think that would have been better.
No, he's too narrow.
But throwing out a cloak over him, a bit of sand, a bit of dust, like, give him a lightsaber. I think he'd be happy out. Like, if we could go back in time, like, swap McGregor and and Peg in the Star Wars and the Star Trek thing, and I think he's alright. Like, I don't see too many other level 30s here. I might have to hit a few 31s.
Oh my god, I've been hit with something.
Like in reality, like.
No, in this game. Oh.
How are we doing in this out event?
Hit all the things.
Another 2 kills. The first part of it done.
Me. Oh my god. I've been petrified. Yeah, you can keep doing that. You keep casting that spell on me. It's not going to work. These people. My god. I love the way new players come into these dungeons that have been doing, like, you know what I mean, since the game even started, like, and they're saying, like, you know, this is how you do it, do this or else you'll die. I was like, here, quiet, will you? You only started last week. Like, see the way this game is, like, most of these dungeons that you're doing old content dungeons, and most of the mechanics mean nothing. You could sit and you get hit by something from one of these creatures now, and it won't do any of the damage that it used to do.
Right.
Because your eye level and your defense is higher and all this type of stuff, like. But you still get these players that are coming in, don't do this and hit this thing first and this is how you play it. Oh, I'm not healing you because you didn't do that, you didn't do what I said. Yeah, it's alright. If there wasn't a restriction in this, I'd be able to do it on my own without your help.
I'm gonna get a wee look at what you're doing now in a wee second. You can.
You'll not be able to.
Why? Are you not streaming?
No. It's too embarrassing to stream. Stuff's done to death anyway, like this. Rubbish. This rubbish is done to death.
So it's gone quiet enough on this server at the minute. It's a bit of an uneasy piece, like.
Taking the piece.
strange, like, because like, people are ready to go and attack bases and play the game and do what they're ready to do and all that. There's just everybody's gotten that much resources now at this stage. They've built them up because it's almost like, you know, the Highlander thing. Some of the guys have joked about this. You know, the Highlander thing is like there can be only one. Whereas basically everybody's consuming everybody else's strength, and then once you're knocked out of it, you're out of it. Like, you know, it's almost like this thing going on. It's like we're all still standing because you can come back from being drained. Like, but it's just the guys that have drained you have gotten that much stronger, and the guys that have been drained lose heart and quit the game, you know, or are all in the same boat. Then, you know, so anybody sitting on resources, it's like they're so fiercely protective of their resources that, like, one false move by anybody and the whole thing goes into meltdown, you know. It you know, it can be very tense, like, but then there's nothing happening because everybody's being protectionist about the resources, and it's like
bad setup.
Yeah, you know, like, people are forgetting on the one hand that it's a game and that we actually probably need to be at war to play the game properly, right?
Yeah, none of that mess, and I'd be straight in there by.
You know, and like, if it is a case of there can be only one or only a very handful elite at the end, well, these are the guys sitting on all the huge resources then, and they need to protect their shit after that, and they're the fair game then for everybody, kind of thing. And if what you believe to be true about armadas coming in, that the idea theoretically floating about at the moment is that basically you team up with a bunch of your alliance mates, like, and go and assault a stronger player, and your combined strength is taking the stronger player down. So if it's a case that that's the way that it is, then none of these big dogs are going to be safe sitting on a pile of resources. They're going to have to constantly be shielded, you know.
Well, they shouldn't be safe. No.
Exactly. Like, the resources got to change hands. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's got to change hands, and it's got to filter back down and whatever else. And people are going to be hit and whatever. But until, like, I remember when I first started playing this game, people were attacking you every day. Like, resources were exchanging hands. The bigger people were taking them, of course. Like, but resources were exchanging hands every day. You know, I was getting hit multiple times, and it was okay then because you'd be shielded for a couple of hours once you be hit, you know. So once you've been done in, like, they can only do so much before you're untouchable again.
Yeah.
Automatically. Seen somebody had quite a decent suggestion there, asking if Scopely will bring in the possibility of raiding. You'll see, like, Klingon bases and Federation bases and stuff knocking about in certain systems. The ability to attack them and take resources out of them, like, so PvE base raiding.
Yeah.
Which is an idea. It would certainly be an idea for injecting more energy into a server like ours. It'd be something for people to do to get resources, like.
It should be. It should happen. Like, to have.
You see, if the whole thing's based around buying the resources, like, then it's never going to happen. Like, if that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah. No, it's not.
But there's no reason why they wouldn't make it marginally profitable. Even just to occupy, it's something you can do when there's nothing going on in the game, or when you've completed an event, or, you know, to keep you logging back in, go and raid a base. You get marginal profit, but it's profit nonetheless for your efforts.
I don't know. There seems to be a team of about 3 of them behind the whole thing. Like the minimal amount of well, you know, there's content bits and pieces and all that there, but, like, you know, a game like that should have, you know, PvE, like, you know what I mean, and, you know, things for alliances to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous, like. Like, most games do have that.
Yeah, but when I go into Alliance there and look at it, right, And you'll see there on the right hand side, Armada's coming soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
That's been sitting there for.
That's been
100
sitting there
years
from
now.
the very first day I played this game. Like.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. It's like this is a placeholder for something.
See, Paddy McPicard is leading our alliance. Paddy Mac. Falter row it, Paddy. Constatu Cara.
Isa.
Yeah. Says, well, you remember a hymn, like.
I know. Well, sure. Look, that's the way it is. You know, you learn this hymn, or else you're going to hell. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Isa Crease thing isn't for another few weeks anyway.
Isa.
That would be Tordum. Tordum Ukta Rocha.
Tordum my ice cream.
Ukta Rocha. Isa Crease.
Isa. Jesus Christ, give me my ice cream. Oh, it's all going down. Oh, kill this, kill that. Kill everything. Why is that still vulnerable? Yeah. Where am I going? Yeah. Titan King Behemoth now.
Are you anyway?
Yep.
Right, well, I'm gonna get another 6 of these hostiles. That should give me enough gold trophies to open the Paddy's Day special
You get free
event
shamrocks
thing. And I'm gonna wrap it up there at that. But I need another 6 of these, and I'm hoping not to have to hit these 31 so that I don't have to go and repair before I come back out. I'll try one of them. Man, my cat is up in the corner here snoring. If it gets any louder, you're going to be able to hear it. Like,
busy night, boy.
busy night, surely.
She's a busy night.
I told you about her bringing in the rat, didn't I?
Yeah.
My God, like, he was a feisty yoke. Me with the hurling stick out by me, like, they'll come on out, like, ready to pelt him over the fence, except for the child was watching, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been good, like.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they were made for.
You know, yeah, but they look like hamsters, like, you know?
No, I mean hurling sticks.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have to hit another 31 here. See the way I slipped in the El Common and the Hurley into the Paddy's Day stream? You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Has to be done, like.
Has to be.
So for anybody that doesn't have a clue what we're talking about, look up Hurling, Hurling, GAA Sport. You'll see what we're talking about.
We throw hamsters. We hurl them. So it's hurling hamsters in St. Patrick's Day. If you can't afford hamsters, we use rats.
Right, it's going to have to be 31s. This has pissed me off a wee bit. Like,
What do you mean?
oh jeez, my ship's after getting destroyed. What's that all about? Did I hit a 32 by accident? Fuck, like. A bloody Romulan ship came after me.
I see. So he's saying, like,
Here, lads,
just
like,
drive right at us.
that's not
doing
right.
drive-bys.
That's not right, though.
What, people attacking you?
My reputation with them is great.
Well, here now, you've been flying around killing people.
Aye,
in
fair
there.
enough, like, but,
It's probably one of their wives or something was on one of them ships.
yeah, you reckon, yeah?
Something
Right.
like that.
Yes. Right, I'm just going to let that, I'm going to use, like, I'm going to try my, let me see, what are these? I'm going to try my Kumari, another battleship. It's going to be crap, but we'll see, it might get me just what I need. I have 4 more to kill. Kumari hopefully will be able to do that.
What the bloody hell?
However, now we'll set it up. We'll set up a battleship crew that's not a Nero crew if we can. Open these couple of chests.
I wanted to. That's that done. There we go.
Now we'll change this ship. It's got an Enterprise crew already, but I'm going to do battleship. This Kumari. Might even throw a wee upgrade on it. Okay. What battle ship sort of gaze have I got? What can I do with him? Namral. Cough.
That's disgusting.
What causes hull breach? Is it him? No.
Too much curry.
Maybe. Let's stick Carol up there instead. It's not great. Nazdaber. Where's she? I think this is the setup. Armor piercing.
Yeah, I'd go with that one. Looks cool to me. What's the job?
Although I could stick Vela up there. I like Vela because he offers help to the officers.
Yeah, he makes good tea, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
What have I got now to do?
Okay, let's see how this wee setup gets on. Preferably find a 30. I need 4 kills.
Complete that.
Yeah. If we get 4 level 30s, I'll be happy out.
Out what? Out where? Where are you going?
Out in the sticks here.
Hmm.
Not looking good. There's one. Reading is hard. See how we get on. Right, I should get 3 more out of that if there's level 30s about. Ah, here's the cat awake.
I heard her there.
You hear her, yeah?
Feed me! I'm awake! Give me something to eat!
I don't know if I should chance a 31 in this ship. Very hard.
I wouldn't whisk it.
No. You know what? Speed it up. Prig.
What are you using to speed them up there?
Just the wee speed ups that you get 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. You collect them like I'm a bit stingy with them. I try not to use them unless I have to, but I want to get this done, so I'm gonna. And that other ship's just gonna be bucked if I send it out against a 31, I think.
There's a 30 there.
Only 1 or 2 left now. There's a 30 up there spawned as well. That's it. So I should have enough now for to open this St. Patrick's Day crate. Or 5 of them. So 415 gold trophies. Yeah, so no epics, there are a few rares. Nothing to be overly excited about. 24 hours before you can claim one of them again. Doubtful that's going to happen because there's only 14 or 15 hours left on the event. They may leave the opportunity to claim the chest, trade in the trophies for a little while longer, but it's doubtful. So our alliance remains in 4th place. That's unlikely to change. We may take 3rd from Excalibur, but unlikely.
Was there many people on about it today?
No, it's generally accepted and understood that the rewards versus the cost isn't worth it. However, our alliance is now firmly established as number 1 alliance in terms of strength, way out ahead of Rug. So I think that's going to do me for now. Thanks to everybody who tuned in and engaged in the chat. We'll do another one of these again at some stage in the future. And I want to thank Mr. Tea Time Sancho for coming in and having the crack with us. Yeah. So thank you for participating. And
that was my Australian accent there.
Was that your Australian accent? Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we let people decide when they hear this if that was an accurate accent. I don't know.
I can do an Irish one as well.
Can you? Give us a go there. Let's hear it.
No worries.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like Joe down the street there. Yeah.
I can do it. I can do an English one.
Can you?
Yeah.
Go on.
No worries.
Yeah, I prefer the other one.
The Irish one.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, there you go, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'll get this up on YouTube as soon as possible, minimal editing, and I'll catch all you guys again at some stage in the future. Cheers.
No worries.